Hello everybody, myself Dr. Komal Saraf, and today let's study about the excretory system. Now as you can see on the screen, this diagram is very important from both point of view and all the labelings are very important. So we will discuss this diagram in detail as we go ahead. Now what are the waste products which are produced by our body which need to be eliminated out by the excretory system? So the food which we eat, it is undergoing metabolism. Metabolism here involves the breaking down of the food molecules to give you the energy as well as the waste products. So you get useful things also and you get waste material also. Now the main concern here in this chapter is for the nitrogenous waste material, which are 3 in number. We have ammonia, we have urea and we have uric acid. These have to be eliminated from the body. If it is accumulated, then what will happen? It can result in death of the person also. So it is very important for us to remove the nitrogenous waste materials. Now here as you can see, which organs are helping in the excretory process. So we have some accessory excretory organs like your skin, from which sweat comes out. We have sweat pores. Then we have lungs, through which respiratory waste, that is your exchange of gases, will take place after respiration. And then we have the other one like liver. Now liver is very important and it is detoxifying your body. Now every day we eat artificial food from outside, packaged food from outside. We all love to eat that. So what is present in them? All the artificial food material that we are consuming needs to be detoxified by the liver. That also is given along with the nitrogenous waste products in the urine. So we have to deal with urine formation, which is the main function of kidneys. So now let us study about a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters. So you can see in this slide we have a pair of kidneys. From them we are having a pair of ureters coming down. Then we have a urinary bladder, and at the end we are having the urethra. Now as the term urethra is there, it clearly tells you it is throwing out the urine. Throwing out means expulsion of urine. Now keywords are very important in biology. If you don't use the right terminology, you are not going to get marks. So yes, you can write answers in your own words, but keywords have to be from the textbook. So keep this in mind guys, otherwise scoring 100 on 100 won't be easy for you. Now let's make it easy. This diagram is most important. As you can see, I have numbered it very nicely for you. You should definitely practice the labeling of this diagram. Alright, so if you see, we have the kidneys, then we have the yellow color ureters, and if you see the red and the blue tubes, they are the blood vessels which are getting blood for purification. So how is urine made? Urine is made from blood. This will be surprising for you. How urine is made from blood? Yes, when your blood is purified by the kidney, it gives rise to the urine. Are you getting some connection here? So the blood which is getting or going inside the kidney, it is having lot of impurities, nitrogenous waste and your toxins, artificial food which you have eaten, everything is present in that, in the blood which is going. But that blood will be oxygenated blood. So please don't get confused between oxygenated blood and purified blood. Here oxygen does not relate to purity. If oxygen is present, still the blood is impure, which is going inside the kidney. Now what will happen inside the kidney? It is going to be purified, and then from that purified material we are going to produce urine. Am I clear till here? Yes. Now let's understand the location of the kidneys. They are located at last 2 ribs from the bottom. That is the floating ribs, if you remember. So we have 12 ribs. The last 2, 11th and 12th, are called floating ribs, and there is the kidney located. The height, the breadth and the width, all the 3 should be noted for the kidney, so you get an idea about the size of the kidney. Internal structure of kidney, very important to understand. You can here see the outermost layer of the this thing, kidney is what it is, your capsule. Can you see adipose capsule labeled here? Adipose capsule, that is the outermost layer giving protection to the kidney. Inside that we are having the renal cortex area. Renal cortex is the outer area, and the cortex area is going in between the pyramids like this, which are called the renal columns. Now renal columns was first observed by Bertini, name of the scientist. So it is also called column of Bertini. So here we have highlighted that for you already. Coming to the next layer of kidney, which is your medulla. So in the renal medulla region, we are having 6 to 20 pyramids. Minimum 6 to maximum 20 pyramids are located in the inner layer called the medulla. Now the ends of the pyramids are called papillae. Here I am highlighting for you the papillae, which is at the end of the pyramid. Now from the papillae there will be minor calyx, which is a cup-like extension, and all the minor calyxes join to form a major calyx. That major calyx is nothing but part of your renal pelvis. Renal pelvis is like a funnel shaped structure. It looks somewhat like your fingers and your hand, which is going downwards and taking the urine through the ureters. So renal pelvis, another name is renal sinus, S-I-N-U-S. From there the purified blood, which is now going to be called as urine, is going to go down the ureters. Now when it is going down, there are two forces which are acting on your urine. Number one is your peristaltic contractions. Now peristalsis means alternate contraction, relaxation of the muscles pushing the fluid or the urine downwards. And the second, your favorite physics wala force, which is gravity. Everything which is left is going to come down because of force of gravity. So these are the two forces making your urine flow through the ureters and get collected in the urinary bladder. Now here you can see the urinary bladder, which I have given you like a GIF file, so that you understand how the bladder gets full, how there is a muscle called sphincter muscle. Okay, the spelling is important. Sphincter muscle, that is contracting and relaxing, allowing the urine to pass through. Now this muscle is not developed for small children and it becomes weak for the old people. So the small children as well as old people cannot control their urine because of this muscle. And it is connected to your brain. So you can see the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system here, which is helping to control the urination. So when you feel like going, there is a signal from the brain, oh, I have to go and urinate. And you can control it for some time, but it is very bad to control the urine. Please students, never try to control your urine. Okay, as far as possible, use the break times which you get and make sure that even if you are not feeling like going, you should go and do the urination. Now urination scientific name we should know, which is micturition. M-I-C-T-U-R-I-T-I-O-N. Micturiation is a new term which you are coming across. This process is the expulsion of the urine. Now if you see the last part of the kidney which we did not discuss is the renal hilum. Let's see the renal hilum. Hilum is like a highway or a junction point where all blood vessels are entering or leaving the kidney, and the nerves are also entering the kidney. So that junction point is called as the renal hilum. Now after understanding the internal structure of the kidney, let us see what is the kidney made up of. The kidney is made up of nephrons, also called as renal tubules. Okay, and these are 1 million in one kidney. So if you have two kidney, we have 2 million kidney cells, which are nephrons or kidney tubules. Now here I have tried to zoom in the kidney diagram and show you the arrangement of the nephrons inside the kidney. So you can see part of the nephron is in the cortex and part of the nephron is in the medulla. And this is the favorite give reasons in the boards guys. They always ask you why the kidney is dotted appearance in cortex and why the kidney has line parallel striped appearance in the medulla. So as you can see the nephron, the upper area or the upper parts of the nephron, which is your glomerulus, your proximal tubule and your distal tubule, all the three are very twisted, round and round twisted. Because of those twists, it is giving the dotted appearance in the cortex. So cortex is getting dotted appearance because of these twisted parts. Whereas you have the medulla, which is having all the straight parts, ekdam parallel lines ke jaise. So we are having the loop of Henle, which is again like a U-shaped structure, and we are having the collecting ducts, which were first seen by Bellini. Because it was seen by Bellini, they are also called the duct of Bellini. So these are all straight, giving a striped appearance, and the upper part giving you dotted appearance. Any questions here? Hopefully you are getting what I am trying to show you. Very important from board point of view. Now here I have removed a single nephron and tried to show you the flow of urine or formation of urine. So here you can see the glomerulus, which is a bunch of capillaries that is going to filter out the blood and it will pass through the nephron and get collected in the collecting duct. Now as you can see, blood passes through the kidney minimum 350 to 400 times in one day. Okay, and what is the speed at which it is doing that? 1 to 2 liters of blood in 1 minute it is able to purify. So that is the efficiency of kidney to help remove the waste material from our body. Now let's see the main function of kidneys, which is your formation of urine. First step, as I told you, is happening in the glomerulus. It's called glomerular filtration or ultrafiltration. Now, as you know, glomerulus is a capillary. The capillary begins with afferent arteriole and it ends with efferent arteriole. So, afferent arteriole is bigger in diameter, efferent arteriole is smaller in diameter. Now, if there is a difference in the diameter, what will happen? Pressure is going to be created, which will allow the ultrafiltration to take place. So, ultrafiltration may only the liquid part, plasma of the blood will come out and some smaller molecules. None of the blood vessels will leave the capillaries. Only the plasma, liquid part of blood and smaller molecules, your amino acids, glucose, ions, nitrogenous waste, all of that is going to come out in the ultrafiltration. After that, it will pass through the proximal convoluted tubule, the loop of Henle. Now in these areas, the second step will take place, which is tubular reabsorption. Now whatever is useful, which is gone in the ultrafiltration, needs to be got back. So for that we have tubular reabsorption, which will take place in the proximal convoluted tubule and in the loop of Henle. After that, it will continue and go in the distal convoluted tubule, where the liver is going to give the detoxified material, that is your tubular secretion will take place. So from the liver, all the extra waste will be given in the distal convoluted tubule. Finally, this will enter the collecting ducts. Now collecting duct, when it receives the filtered blood or when it receives the glomerular filtrate, it is now called urine. So you cannot call urine when it is in the nephron. When the urine leaves the nephron and enters the collecting duct, that is the place you start calling it as urine. Before that, till the distal convoluted tubule, we will call it as glomerular filtrate. And one collecting duct can receive urine from many other distal convoluted tubules or from many nephrons. That is how all the urine will go from here to the renal pelvis, then the ureters and collected in the bladder, and as and when it is full, you get the urge to go for urination. So hope this main function of kidney is very clear to you. All the very best for your future. Thank you.